Hi everyone! Today we're talking about the importance of fathers massaging their babies. My name is Kathy Desai-Seltzer and this is Baby Rose, and together we teach parents the art and science of baby massage to alleviate gas colic, improve sleep, congestion, digestion, decrease postpartum depression, improve immunity and brain growth, and so much more. Another wonderful benefit of massage is the benefit of bonding, and that can be with mother, with father, or with grandparents. The other benefits of father massaging baby, even beyond bonding, are more tangible that you can see, right? So when father massages babies, they found that the babies increase direct eye contact, vocalization, pre-language skills, those cute oohs and ahs that you hear increase when father massages babies. So that bonding you're seeing both tangibly as well as not so tangibly. And we're going to talk a little bit more about all of the benefits of massaging babies from the father's side. So, hi Jordan, welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me, big fan.
So, had you heard of baby massage before you learned about it from me?
No, I had not heard about it at all. My first actually experience with infant massage was when we visited your cousin after they had their first child, and it was really nice because, your cousin who was the father, did the massage, and it was like a really cool experience. Kind of sit there and we were talking. It was like right before bed. And it just seemed like a really relaxing, nice experience that, he had with his child. It was really cool.
Were there any assumptions based on sort of gender roles and stereotypes, especially in America, of, did it feel uncomfortable to you, or did it feel like very natural and normal?
I think at first it can feel a little bit uncomfortable, particularly for kind of, in our society, men and touch and what the roles are around, the traditional roles around men and fathers. As far as intimacy, affection, things like that. So, at first I was like, kind of what's this going to be like? But then I think it very quickly just felt very natural.
What do you think are the benefits for fathers to be involved in massage? As you said, that you typically will assign a gender to those kinds of like touchy-feely roles. But how would dads benefit from massaging their children?
I just know for myself, in the months after we had our daughter, it was really difficult for me to kind of figure out where to plug in other than, being a support to you, and I remember in the, the breastfeeding classes and things like that, they're like, dads, like, it's really important for you to, get the mother, like, snacks and I was like, okay, that's cool, but then it's like, I just had a child too, and it's like, is this like what my role is? It was really a nice thing for me to do with my child, to be able to do something that is a bonding activity, but also of like medical benefit, and something that's important for your child's development, to be able to do that as a man and as a father. I remember one of my favorite football players had a child in the in the middle of the season. He came back to the team 3 or 4 days after the birth, and I remember the media was asking about it. He's like, well, you can't milk me, so I might as well just come back, and while I was happy that he returned to the team for my own selfish reasons, I remembered feeling that way. It's like, well, you can't milk me, so what am I here to do? And it's just like, oh, it's like almost condescending. It's like, oh, dads, it's really important for you to get the snacks and to get the pillows. And I'm not saying that that's not important, but when you're really in it and you just had a child too, and your world has changed and you feel the gravity of that moment, and the most thing you can contribute is to get snacks, it does feel disappointing, and it does feel isolating and alienating to a point. And so, being able to massage just, was a really kind of special experience where you really felt you were meaningfully contributing, to parenting.
Those are great points. And, we often talk about how there's a birth of a child and a birth of a mom, but there's also a birth of a dad. I mean, his identity, his relationship with his partner, and now relationship with the child, they've all been completely transformed.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, a lot of men don't feel like they can be useful, have purpose. I mean, like he said, snacks and pillows are great.
They are important.
Yes, and if you are pregnant, you should definitely take a breastfeeding class if you are a to-be dad watching this, because it is very important, and we'll talk about that in another video. But if I had included him earlier on and known how much it could facilitate the bonding between my daughter, our daughter, and her father, I would have probably done that sooner.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have any advice for to-be or new dads about massage?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I would definitely say that even if it feels kind of weird or something that you're not used to, as it did for me, because I'm not from that culture, so it's not something that I expected. That my first exposure to it was, through Kathy and her family. I would say, just even if it feels uncomfortable, just do it. Just try to do it. And kind of, stick with it. It takes some time. It can feel, like you don't know what you're doing, or it could feel scary, like you're gonna am I gonna break this child? Am I gonna, and it takes, it's like a skill. It does take some getting used to. And I liken it to like breastfeeding, like in the breastfeeding classes, particularly as a man. But I think you said this too. You hear about it and you're like, like, why are there classes? Like, it can't be that hard. And then you just like, oh my gosh, it is like actually the most complicated thing you can imagine. And so, so it takes, just like anything, it takes time to build skills, to build confidence, to feel comfortable, to be able to really enjoy it and really get the full bonding experience. And that's why it is always helpful, I think, to get lessons and to be able to practice. I would say just do it, because I'm highly recommend it, particularly for fathers. It's a really great way to plug in a way that feels meaningful, like you're actually contributing, and it's really important. It's a great experience.
And with our second child coming, we will probably be including and engaging dad earlier on, and also older sister. So thank you, Jordan, for joining us today on Minute Massage.
Thank you, big fan. Love what you're doing.
And if you are to be father or new father and have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. As we have these weekly videos, we are also going to be talking about the difference between massaging boys and girls and how that's different and relates to what Jordan just mentioned. So if you want more information, our website is below, and we would love if you could subscribe to this channel.
Yes.
And
can I say it?
Yes.
Can I say it with you?
Saying,
Keep calm and massage your baby.